Julius, here we go. This is our director and producer for today's video in our ongoing documentary and reality show. Here we go. If you can pan the class once in a while. Everybody has their Honshu handout, right? Everybody has this. Put your name and class on top of it. This is going to go into your binder. This is like one of the first cool things that's going to be in your binder to study from for the unit test. All right, here we go. I've got it up on the board too so we can follow along. I need someone to read the first paragraph. Mysteries and problems. Volunteers get averages 5 points higher than other people. Yes, Maria.
Okay. Scientists are often much like detectives trying to solve a mystery. One such mystery occurred in 1996 when Japanese
move your head around.
Go to it. They report finding accounts of a tsunami. A tsunami is, well, we'll get to that in a second. A tsunami is a large climate. Of Honshu. Honshu! Not Honshu. You have to say it. Honshu! That led to the question, what had triggered these huge ocean waves? All right, stop right there. Please write down. Scientists, because they look for clues to try to solve.
Wait, where are we now?
Right here. They try to solve mysteries or problems. That's what scientists do. They try to solve problems or mysteries. All right. I need another volunteer reader to keep their grade going up. No, you read already. You read very, very well. But when you read to class, you have to slow down a bit. You have to make sure everybody understands what you're saying. George, please.
From the coast of British Columbia to northern California is an area called the Cascadia.
Yes, Cascadia subduction zone.
A subduction zone is where one section of Earth's outer rigid layer called a plate is sinking beneath other plates. In areas like this, earthquakes are common.
All right, so the search for answers. Scientists suspected that an earthquake along the coast of North America was to blame and traveled that way. Now, let's go on. From the coast of British Columbia to Northern California is an area called the Cascadia Subduction Zone. Very special name. A subduction zone is where one section of the Earth's outer rigid layer, called a plate, you've heard of that, is sinking beneath the other. And that's where earthquakes are common. Right in this area is an area where the Earth's plate butts up against another plate and there's pressure and something has to give here. One's gonna have to go up, one's gonna go down, but wherever that happens in the middle, there's a huge amount of energy, like billions and billions of tons of energy that builds up. Let's see, how can we say this? When two cars hit each other, you know, that's energy, and the outcome is that both cars are damaged. When plates come and hit each other, they come together and we've seen it in videos. Energy. Have you seen the videos of earthquakes like in Japan where the buildings shake and people are running undercover and the buildings shake so much that they fall down? That's all the energy that comes out of it. So, at the bottom of page 1, right here, I think an earthquake is caused by one blank pushing against another.
Rock?
Plate.
Plate. Plate is the answer. Write plate here. All right, let's turn to the next page, which is the back. We get evidence of a large what? A large earthquake. Very good. In a famous, starts with an S, famous what zone? Which I love. The rings on the trees are going to be the hint to how we find out when those trees died. If those trees died at the same time as the earthquake, we're going to know that it was that earthquake and that it was big enough to submerge Honshu. Thing. There are scientists that study the ocean bottom because there are different layers to the ocean bottom, and they're able to tell when a giant volcano put huge amounts of dust and powder into the air. They study the bottom of the ocean and they can tell you exactly what year a huge volcano occurred, it hits the top of the ocean and sinks to the bottom. When the earthquake occurred, if the earth sank and the trees died after they went under the seawater, when no more rings would grow on them, and you'd be able to tell how old the trees were or when that happened. So let's read on. Analyze the rings and drowned trees along the coast. Now, why didn't they just get one group of scientists, one scientist to look at it? Why did they get many scientists to look at it?
Just to make sure that there may be more than like a lot of rings.
That's exactly right.
They need more opinions.
That's exactly right. You guys hit it right on the head. So they solved the mystery of the Honshu tsunami and
They provided a what?
a warning
A warning that
bigger earthquakes are possible than we previously thought. 1700, they performed problem-solving procedures called the scientific method. And as shown in these figures, some of the scientific methods they used include identifying the problem. The first thing that they wanted to find out was what caused the tsunami that destroyed Honshu. Then they needed to gather information, and they found information that showed an earthquake did occur near California that was big enough to set up a tsunami or tidal wave that would be 800 feet tall by the time it reached Japan. We developed a hypothesis, and the hypothesis was what? Taran, what was our hypothesis? That the earthquake caused a what? Tsunami that was big enough to
Wipe out, destroy Honshu.
Then we tested the hypothesis, which was our tree guy who told us what? What did our tree scientist discover?
The conclusion
That
was
what did happen? There was an earthquake.
There was an earthquake that
Keep
caused
going.
a tsunami
That-
to hit. That was 800 feet tall when it got to Honshu.
Thank you so much. You hit it right on the head. When you use methods like this, you are solving problems in a scientific way. And here's the picture of tree rings. See, each ring here shows another year of growth. Now just back up a little bit. See it in color instead of on your printouts. So they were able to use that. So the scientific method can be used to solve any problems that happen around us. And you guys are all going to have to use the scientific method when you work on your science exit project. Getting back to our homework, which is come up with 5 things. Guys, shh, come on, Lehman. Come up with 5 ideas of things that you might be interested in doing a multiple month project on. You're going to be spending like 12 weeks working on something. Find something that you like. Give me 5 ideas. Turn it in Monday. Monday I will put it down on your chart, and you will be up to date with all of the things that you need to accomplish each week to get to graduation, which will be up near the ceiling. All right. Please put these handouts in your binder. Thank you very much. Let me have this. Let's see you once again. Thank you for a wonderful job today of directing and producing our episode today of Science in Mr. D's class. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I don't have a hole puncher yet, but everybody put this in chronologically. We're going to need this, and we are signing out.